everybody, so today is going to be Sun Salutation B. So we've worked on classical and you'll see that I use that quite a lot within my sequences. We've done a little bit of A, but today I thought we will go into Sun Salutation B. However, it's going to be with a little bit of a twist. So instead of just doing classical A or B, just how you can add it as a variation in towards your sequences. So I wanted it to be a little bit different today, and I thought we'd start standing because I'm either always lying down or sitting, which is obviously absolutely fine, but because it's a morning and I feel like I need a little bit of an energy boost, I'm going to start standing. So more of a traditional warm-up instead of more of a free flowy type one, but we're going to start standing. And make sure that you are at a good hip distance apart. You feel quite comfortable in the feet, but very, very simply, you're just going to move from side to side, almost like a swaying of the hips, just moving. Now, no, we're not going to be doing any salsa dancing or anything like that, but it's more to awaken through your feet, up through the legs, in towards your hips. Good. Now I'm just going to start to move in the hips in like a figure of 8. Big movements. Lovely. And in the other direction, which I always find really hard. I don't know why. Perfect. Now moving down the legs, slowly bring the legs a little closer together. It can be together completely. I'm going to start to circle into your knees. Moving in a direction. Now that's me cricking and cracking all over the place. Change the direction. Lovely. And like a little pedal it out like we normally do in a down dog. Good. Now in towards your feet, you can give them a little roll on the ball of your foot. Good. Let's roll out our wrist at the same time because I feel like I need to be doing something with my hands. And the other direction, or the other foot. Ooh, this one's a little funky. And change your direction. Good. Hang on to something if you need to, and we're just going to roll out our ankles. And the other direction. A little point and effects. Ooh, pointing doesn't feel so great in the morning yet. And let's change feet. So I'm quite lucky in this little room with my walls really close by. You can always use a chair, a windowsill, or someone else nearby, just don't take them out. Good. I'm just going to side arm, so you're going to actually march it through. Good, and if you'd like to, you can go over the foot. Good. And now you're going to go heel, heel, toe, toe, heel, heel, toe. A little bit faster. Change which foot goes first. Good. Excellent. Bring it on back. Good. Widen it up a little. Just little knee bends and a rise. Bend, rise. Bend. Now, you could be cooking in the morning and doing all these little things. Just awakening, very small. Lovely. Turn it out a little bit, make sure the knees track over. Bend and stretch, plie, whatever you want to call it. Good. And a little move. Good. Rib cages. Now try not to let the hips go loosey-goosey. It's your ribs. Big movements in your ribs. Change your directions. Good. Right, shoulders. Big movements. You can just move the shoulders, or you can get big movements with the levers. I don't know why I always add a bend in towards it. I think it makes it feel easier. Change your direction. So you can hear it in my sort of breath, trying to build some heat within my body. Good, let's have a little sway it out, so there's some rotations. You can actually give your arms a little swing. Good. Fabulous, and let's have some lateral flexion now. So moving side to side, reaching up and over. So ideally in a warm-up, you want to warm up, but you also want to move the spine side to side, forward, back, round for your twist. One more. Good. Fab. Heads from side to side. We'll look right and left now. And down and up. Good. And if a head circle is good for you, do that. If not, do half circles. Good. And slowly coming back to neutral. Now turn to sides just so you can see. We're going to do some cat-cows, but gently going to push away, rounding, having a little bend in the knee. Coming up, arching, opening up the chest. Good. This is an exhalation. This is an inhalation. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, reach the arms behind you, open the chest, have a little bit more movement. So moving back down our bodies, everybody. Good. Gently come back into your hips. So nice hip circles. Again, if you want to hang on to something, give it a little hold. And we change our direction. This is not about being pretty. It's getting the movement. Good. Let's change the direction. Or change leg. Change the movement or the other way. Up, up, up. Good, gently bring it back. Let's just stretch through your calf. Give it just a little stretch. Good. When we're here, tuck the pelvis underneath, squeeze the glutes. Let's stretch down through the quadricep and the hip flexor as well. Good. Switch over. Lovely. So we're just going to do a round of classical sun salutation. A round of Sun Salutation A, then into our twisted B. Gently bring it back. Find Tadasana, pull up through everything, standing tall. Raise the arms up, squeeze the glutes, take the hips forward as the chest leads and opens the heart. Exhalation, deep forward fold. Good, reach back with your right foot. Using bricks are good, sink the hips forward and down. Step back, downward facing dog. Pedal out your feet. It's our first down dog. Move it out. Good. Let's ripple it forward to plank. Lower your knees. I want us scooping forward. Slither onto your belly, scooping up to a baby cobra. Move it out. Activate those legs. Back and up, downward facing dog. Right leg through the gates of the arms. Give it a helping hand. Sink the hips forward and down. Big step with the back foot to join the front foot. Raise the arms out toward the side, lift the torso, inhale, squeeze the glutes, take that little back bend. Exhale, deep forward fold. Step back with the left foot. Sink the hips forward and down. Plant your hands, step back, down dog, pedal it out, move it out. Good. Shifting forward to plank pose. Lower the knees. Maybe chest chin or a slither. Scoop your way forward and up. Back and up, downward facing dog. Left foot through the gates of the arms. Give it a helping hand. Sink the hips forward and down. Big step with the back foot to join the front foot. Deep forward fold. Raise the arms up. Inhale. Squeeze the glutes. Exhale, let it go. Raise the arms up. Exhale, deep forward fold. Let's take a halfway lift, so lengthening up through the crown of the head. Planting your hands, stepping both feet back to plank pose. Good. Protraction through the shoulders, engagement in the core, squeeze the glutes, shift forward. Option to lower your knees, but lowering down through chaturanga. Scooping up to a baby cobra, move it out. Keep it strong. Back and up, downward facing dog. Good. Looking forwards, let's walk our feet to the top of the mat. Let's take a halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, let it go. Let's do 2 more of those. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, let it go. Hands can be on your shins. Halfway lift. Let it go. Now bend your knees, sit low, chair pose, raise the arms. Straighten your legs, let it go. Again, chair pose, inhale. Sit on that imaginary chair. Exhale, let it go. 3 more of these. Chair. Lifting up. Okay, sit back in that imaginary chair. Squeeze the inner thighs. Close the ribs. Good. 1 more. Chair. Exhale, let it go. Halfway. Inhale. Exhale, let it go. Back to chair. Inhale. Exhale, straighten the legs. Tadasana. Again, chair pose. Inhale. Exhale, deep forward fold. Halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step back to plank pose. Protract through the shoulders. Shift forward. Option to lower your knees. Slow descent to the floor. Scoop up to cobra. Up and back, downward facing dog. Right leg through the gates of the arms. Give it a helping hand. Ground your back heel. Raise the arms up. Warrior 1. Your hips want to be square. Your rib cage wants to be closed. That back leg is strong. And the arms can either be up or heart centers or even on your hips. Breathe. Pivot on your back heel. Planting your hands to the floor. Step back, plank pose. Hold it here. Shift forward. Option to lower your knees. Chaturanga. Scoop up to your cobra. Up and back. Downward facing dog. Left leg through the gates of the arms. Give it a helping hand. Ground your heel. Lift up. Warrior 1. Close your rib cage. Hold it here. Good. Planting your hands. Give it a pivot on that back foot. Plank pose. Shift forward. Option to lower your knees. Chaturanga. Or a slow descent like me. Scooping up to a little higher of a back bend. Up and back. Downward facing dog. Walk your feet towards your hands. Take a halfway lift when you get here. Exhale, let it go. Bend your knees, sit low, chair pose, inhale. Raise your right heel. Bring it back down. Raise your left heel. Bring it back down. Can you do both heels as you reach your arms behind you? Good, bring it back, raise the arms, lower the heels. Again, lift the heels, reach the arms behind you. Or back. Now remember, you can do 1 heel at a time. And back. Whee! 1 more. Hold it here. Start to straighten legs. Keep lifting up. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Lower the heels. Bend the knees. Sit low. Chair pose. Inhale. Exhale. Deep forward fold. Halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale. Plant your hands. Step back. Plank pose. Let's be strong through this plank. Hold it here. Shift forward. Hold. Squeeze. 1 long line of energy through everything. Hold. 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 Option to lower your knees. If not, shift forward. A very slow chaturanga, the slowest one you've ever done. Let's scoop up to a little higher cobra. Those of you that like an upward dog, you can always lift up those hips and quads. Good. Rolling up and back. Downward facing dog. Hold your down dog here. Close the rib cage. Lengthen through the spine. The heels do not have to touch the floor. The knees, of course, can be bent, but keep it strong. Right leg through the gates of the arms. Give it a big helping hand. Ground your heel, the back leg. Raise the arms. Warrior 1. Strong. Bring the hips around. Widen the leg if you need to. Hold it here. Take the arms behind you, interlace the fingers, puff the chest, open your heart. Pivot on the back foot, closing the rib cage, bring everything back in. Good, sink a little lower. Plant your hands. Step back, down dog. Ripple forward, plank pose. Slow chaturanga, you've got this. Scooping up to cobra or upward facing dog. Back to downward facing dog. Good, left foot through the gates of the arms, ground the heel. Lifting up, warrior one. Check your foundations, check your knees. Arms behind you, interlace the fingers, puff the chest, open the heart. Those of you that remember Care Bears, I always think of a Care Bear here. That power shooting through. Pivot on the back foot. Sink a little lower, close the body down. Plant the hands, plank pose everybody. Hold it here. Here we go. Knee tap, snap, 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 snap. 4, 3, 2, 1. Option to keep both knees on the floor or shift forward. Chaturanga, hug it in. Scooping up to upward facing dog or cobra. Up and back, down dog. Excellent, breathe. Look forwards. Walk yourself top of the mat, halfway lift. Exhale, let it go. Bend your knees, sit low, chair pose. Good. Reach the arms behind you. Right heel lifts. Close the ribs. Tuck the tail under. Left heel lifts. Good. Let's go for both. Lift. Down. Lift. Down. Hold the lift. Bring the belly down towards the thighs. Imagine you're going down a ski slope. Hold it here. Ooh, feel those legs tremble. The heels can be down, of course. You can keep it lifted for an extra shake. Exhale, deep forward fold, lower the heels, halfway lift. Exhale, let it go. Step back with your right foot. Lovely, lower the knee. Options to stay here, or you can bend the right knee, bringing the heel towards the bottom. Options to stay here, or reach your left arm forward, back and around as we have a little quad stretch. Oh, mine are very tight today. I'm not going to pull it any further because I can feel that. Breathe. Lovely, let it go. Push back for a little half monkey. Give it a little shake. Rebending back to down dog, pedal out. Right leg through the gates of the arms, lower your back knee. Bending that knee, reaching that right arm back. Again, sinking those hips forward and down. Excellent. Couple more breaths. Slowly let it go. Push back. Slide that front foot to tabletop. Give yourself just a little hippie shake. Lovely. Okay, here's going to come a little trick. You're going to slide onto your bottom, so you tuck your toes, turning yourself around, and then we're going to lift up to boat. Woo! Hold onto the knees if you need to, holding it here. Good. Come back around to that tabletop. Now you're going to swizzle around to the other side. Ooh. Ooh, my boat always goes off in a direction. Bring it back, swizzle it around, tabletop. Good, give it a little hippie shake. Sit back, swinging your legs forward. Staff pose, give yourself a moment. Roll the wrists, roll the body. Good, straightening up, lifting up on the inhalation, exhalation, diving forward. Creating your length. Exhale, let it go. Breathing in. Rolling up. Bending your knees, squidge everything forward, open the knees. Good. Give yourself just a little second. And we can fold forward, relax into this one. So I'm hoping that you've seen how your sun salutations can be fun. You don't always have to do them in the most traditional sense. And they really do complement each other. And they are always the base of my sequencing because of how intelligent they are already. Gently close the knees and we'll roll down very slowly, hugging our knees into our chest. Give yourself a little rock, a little shake of your wrists, shake of the legs. Bending your knees in and let's twist over to a side. It doesn't matter which side. And then up and over to the other side. Up and back. Happy baby. Bring it back in. Little windscreen wipe of your legs. Good, and I want you to find a comfortable place that feels good for you. You can allow your back to come in, contact with the floor, shoulders, head, feet, legs, arms on the body or away from the body, but close down the eyes. Take a deep inhale through the nose and a long exhale. Again. Each exhalation is allowing your body to relax. Soften. Be proud. Proud of this body. I want you to remember that every single time. Be proud. This physical body that does so much for you. Moving it. Connecting with it. Be proud. You have the options to stay as you are, the options to move and roll to a side, or bring yourself up to a seat with me. You can do whatever feels good for you. Shake it out, but raise the arms when you're ready, up towards the ceiling. Down past the face and in towards your heart centers. Bow your heads. Thank you so much for letting me be creative and just show you that the world of yoga is huge and that you can do anything. It doesn't have to be always sitting or lying down. It can be everyday movements. This is always yoga. So well done for today. Namaste.